Sunderland, northeast England, one of the fattest regions in the UK, where a quarter of all adults are dangerously overweight.
We are one of the most obese countries in Europe, so we represent the worst area of the worst country.
Britain's obesity epidemic is an NHS time bomb predicted to cost £50 billion by 2050.
It is easy to get food nowadays, isn't it? We are inactive. We eat too much, and food is as cheap as chips.
Sunderland Royal Hospital's dedicated weight loss team are fighting back.
You don't get fat for not eating, do you?
Treating over 3,000 patients with controversial weight loss surgery.
This is my last chance to live beyond the next few years.
I used to say I measure the success of the operation by the size of the smile on the face that comes through the door. They're just different people.
For many, the weight loss ward is their very last chance.
3 months' time, I will have lost 1.5 stone.
Have scales which are around here, take up to 300 kilograms.
The weight loss ward has been adapted to accommodate the morbidly obese. With supersized doors,
That's where the door originally was, easy access.
beds and reinforced loos.
The toilets do hold patients' weight, but tends to be sometimes the seat doesn't.
And the team have a hands-on approach to understanding what it's like to be fat.
It's quite an alarming sight.
56-year-old Doreen Thomas is the latest admission on the ward, and it's her first stay away from home in 37 years.
I'm fading away fast.
At 4'11", she weighed just over 31 stone at her
I
heaviest.
can hear you rattling.
Virtually housebound, Doreen sleeps in her living room, where she shops online. Diagnosed with depression and OCD, she keeps a strict and honest food diary.
January 6th. Then I had 6 chocolate cereal bars. 4:20, I had another box. Just sad. Could do so much better.
Doreen relies on her friend and carer, Sharon, to look after her every need.
And to the other side, don't fall off.
Her dog, Hope, is also clinically obese.
So, put it like this, if you die, where does the dog go? Because she adores her.
Sit.
Hope was put on a diet by the vet and had to lose 7 kilos.
Clever girl. In helping her to lose weight, I've managed to lose 5 kilos.
She can't be trusted to be left to her own devices, because she is her own worst enemy.
I'm worried about her. Here's a very, very tired person. But as long as she stays focused, should lose substantial amount of weight.
The vet instructed me to make the dog lose weight.
Sorry?
The vet instructed me that the dog needed to lose weight.
All right, OK.
2 days ago, Doreen was put on a strict diet of 3 normal-sized meals and no snacking.
Marvellous.
And the weight loss team want to see if she can stick to this new regime for a week.
She can talk. Dear Lord. Absolutely lovely lady, but I think there's a lot going on there.
And are you the type of person that would turn to food as a comfort?
Oh, yes.
You are. Just going to find this week very hard.
Because I don't do portion control at all.
But we'll see how it goes. She comes across as very happy, and that normally rings alarm bells as well. Overconfidence. You always think there's something going on in the background.
On the ward, Doreen has to fit in with their daily routine.
Got like leg cheeks. No, I need that there. No, that has to be there.
They get very anxious when they come in. You just need to give them quite a bit of reassurance.
My idea of deodorant. Excellent. Now, you want to look in there. It's inside out, so if you just sort of pour it over me. Well done. That's it. Tablets, please. I've just remembered that I haven't had my hair brushed. I'm so awkward. It's quite a culture shock. I'm used to being at home. There's so many people, and there's something happening all the time. When I'm at home, I put some music on, and that gets me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's a cup of tea, then it's a meal and a cup of tea. Excellent. And then it's another cup of tea, and then it's another meal and a cup of tea. It just seems to go on all day. I feel as if I've been so well fed, though my tummy has rumbled.
The next step for Doreen in her weight loss treatment is a gastric balloon, that'll reduce the capacity of her stomach by 50%. But surgeon Mr. Balapuri has concerns.
In somebody who has got such a high bulk, if you look at her neck, does she have a neck? She doesn't. Once you try to put a balloon in and it doesn't go down, and there is a real risk it might cause brain damage. But if you don't help this lady, I do not think she'll survive for too long. I'm going to be putting a balloon in. I need to be sure that you're going to be fine.
It's just the initial thing when you give me that form to sign, it's just like, no.
You mean the consent form?
Yes. Want to run away from it.
You need to understand these are the risks involved. But if you don't go for it, we would not know.
That's it.
You know.
This is my last chance.
The weight loss ward sees patients from across the country. 100 miles west of Sunderland is the Cumbrian seaside town of Silloth. 58-year-old local councillor and businessman Tony Markley owns a haulage firm with his wife Denise and has struggled with his weight all his life.
I was approximately 31 stone. That was when I realised I had to do something about it. I was under a weight loss person from when I was at junior school. But it's never stopped anything I did. As a haulage contractor, I understand when the wagon's overweight, it breaks its springs. I was doubly overweight. My knees were starting to bother me. I could hardly get about. Diabetes from the age of 40. I was taking 4 pills a day for diabetes. Blood pressure problems. And I could understand it was going to get worse. And I realised I had to do something. And I can blame myself. You don't get fat for not eating, do you? You know, so.
Tony's on the operating list for a gastric bypass in a month's time.
I reckon if I got below 20 stone, I'll be happy. I'll be a Greek god again.
He's been the county's Conservative councillor for nearly 25 years. And he's up for re-election 5 weeks after his operation. In Sunderland, mother of 3, 29-year-old Natalie Middleton works in a call centre. She was 28 stone at her heaviest.
I was always a bigger girl and I was bullied for being a big girl. I was always known as Fat Nat, things like that. Really horrible, cruel names at school. I was probably about 14 stone when I was 16. I did wish I was thinner like the other girls, but I'd just come to the conclusion I wasn't.
5 years ago, she turned to the weight loss team for help and had a gastric band fitted.
This is a mock-up of the stomach, and it sits in the upper part of the abdomen, and you can see here that the band sitting around the upper part of the stomach. What that's doing is producing a small pouch. Food comes down the gullet into this area, it swells up, and you feel full.
Natalie managed to get down to 12 stone.
It changed my life. I felt more healthier. I could run around after me children. I was taking off my blood pressure tablets after I'd been on them since I was 16. And I thought I achieved a lot with the band, and I'd loved it. That was my happiest then.
But 2 years ago, Natalie's gastric band moved, tightening around the top of her stomach so she couldn't eat or drink.
I was rushed into hospital, and I believe I was 8 stone when I was took to theatre. I had severe dehydration and malnutrition, and I had to have the band removed, my lifeline. I was completely distraught, devastated, gutted. It was my security, and it was took away from us in seconds.
I think they learn to live with the band, and the band to them is their friend. People don't like parting with the gastric band. They're absolutely terrified to get down to the weight loss, you know, where they want to be, and they're happy with that. They're just aware that as soon as that band comes out, they're going to go back to square one, which Natalie did, unfortunately.
Natalie put on 10 stone after the band came out and is now 18 stone. During this period, she met Scott, who's also had weight loss surgery at Sunderland.
Used to come home from work and sit in front of the telly, and that was it. Until I got my second chance.
She likes these wheelie crisps.
Natalie and Scott have now had a baby, and they are due to get married in a few months' time. But Natalie isn't the only patient having trouble with the gastric band at Sunderland.
Complications that can develop with the band is that the band can slip down the stomach. The bands may be tight, and as a result, people are stretching their stomach.
Now I'm going to cut the tubing that connects it.
The band is a foreign body, and if you get an infection onto a foreign body, you can't get rid of it. The only way you can cure that infection is to remove the band.
We're anticipating needing to remove about 150 bands in the next 3 years in this unit.
In the last 2 years, the surgeons have performed 100 operations replacing gastric bands with a gastric bypass.
I'm now having the bypass because I want my children to have a mum. I want to be there for them, be healthy for them, and get rid of the ailments I've got.
Patients spend years preparing for weight loss surgery at Sunderland Royal. They must face up to their eating habits before they'll be considered for surgery.
What are your portion sizes like?
Very large.
Do you eat second helpings?
Yeah, I can do, yeah.
And have you ever tried to lose weight at any other points?
So I've been on diets for the last 30 years nearly, and I've had hypnotherapy. First time I stopped biting my nails, didn't lose any weight.
I am a diet expert. I can tell you everything you need to know about diet, except sticking to it.
What the bandages?
Spot the bandages.
3 years ago, 66-year-old Jeff Allen came to terms with what he'd been eating when he came to the weight loss team. He's one of the oldest patients on their books. We started filming with him a year ago when he was 36 stone, and he rarely went out.
I've become a cabbage, really. So consequently, lately I've tended to hide away, and I'm disgusted with myself at times. I look in the mirror and I think, how have you possibly let yourself deteriorate like that?
Married to Eve, he'd led an active life in the Merchant Navy. But 16 years ago, he injured his back and has put on a stone a year ever since.
That was the first time I'd ever gone around the world in one hit.
He lives on his memories, does Jeff?
Due to his huge size, the team inserted a temporary gastric balloon in his stomach to help him lose weight, before more permanent surgery could be considered.
Pig's trotters.
Elephantitis.
But the procedure didn't go to plan. Jeff lost too much weight too quickly and couldn't hold any food or water down. The balloon had to be removed, fast.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
After concerns about his heart, Jeff has finally been given the go-ahead for a gastric bypass 3 days after Valentine's Day. So he's treating Eve to dinner a week early.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
All right, oh well.
There's a little something to show how much I do love you.
Tomorrow, Jeff starts on a pre-operative diet of milk, yoghurt and 1 bowl of vegetable soup.
Thank you.
There's no going back for Jeff. This is the last full-sized meal he will ever eat.
First of the last.
That'll live with you for the rest of your life, the taste of that steak, won't it?
The steak will live with the rest of my life, the size of it.
I didn't realise how big he was getting until past the point of no return, wasn't it?
Until your body starts to complain, you're quite happy being big. You don't notice the few pounds going on. But a few pounds every month or two becomes stones. So you come along, you do the operation, and provided I haven't got any complications, you've got a new person in 2 years' time.
I think I'm mentally and physically prepared for that now. Do you know anywhere else that's for a doggy bag? That's for removal van here.
Natalie had her gastric band removed 2.5 years ago, and she's put on 10 stone. It's the morning of her gastric bypass, the 3rd operation she's had on the weight loss ward.
Definitely hope it's the last one. No more. I've got sleep apnea. I stop myself breathing when I go to sleep. and my thyroid, and we can't get it under control. The bypass will help me lose the weight and have a better life as to what I'm having now.
This operation is more difficult for the surgeons than a routine gastric bypass.
The band to bypass conversions are bigger operations. They are theoretically people that we're more worried about, so we'll be a bit more cautious with her over the next couple of days.
Now, because she's had previous surgery, you can see there is a scarring behind as well. Obviously, this has happened when the band slipped. My concern here is that I don't want to put any staples across any scar tissue if I can avoid it. A bit of ketchup coming through.
The team successfully navigate the damaged tissue, making a new egg-sized stomach. 40% of Natalie's intestine is then bypassed.
A couple of days' time, she'll be on her way home. Fingers crossed, that'll be it for her.
When I had your rubbing cream on me, it wasn't you, I know.
After 4 days in hospital, Doreen is busy training the staff on the weight loss ward in her very particular cleaning routine.
I'm not in a dangerous place here, am I?
I think you are. Methane warning, methane alert.
Her carer Sharon is looking after her dog Hope and getting the house ready for her return.
I was trying to make change for her, literally. Like, ding! She's a hoarder, you see. Creams, lotions, perfumes. She shops online, I can't stop it. I mean, I'll say, dear me, when she... But it's a pound round pound deal.
I'm not doing anything. You're doing the work.
It's D-Day for Doreen.
Right, that's 187.1. That's 29 stone, 4 pounds. So you've lost £8, 13 ounces altogether. Wonderful.
Go backwards.
The fact she managed to lose £8 in 4 days shows how much we have reduced intake.
Chicken casserole? Yeah.
To be honest, I quite expected that, looking at a diary to what we've given in hospital, and we've given no special diet in hospital. She's enjoying what she's eating. She's not saying she's hungry.
Food glory is food.
If she was in a structured environment where the food was given to her, I'm sure she'd be successful.
Favourite food in the whole world, just turn up.
Doreen's weight loss has impressed the team, and she's been booked in to have her gastric balloon inserted in a day's time.
The amount of indignant rage on her.
Councillor Tony is on the ward for his gastric bypass operation. He's had type 2 diabetes for 16 years.
I'm diabetic, yeah.
With a gastric bypass, type 2 diabetes can be put into remission.
Patients who have got diabetes and high blood pressure, these are the patients that are really going to have significant health problems in the future. Hopefully the bypass will help him to lose a little bit more weight, but it's also going to have an effect on his sugar levels and hopefully see him coming off all of his diabetic medication in due course.
I should be out canvassing. I've got an election to fight on the 2nd of May. Fixing a wagon, innit? You know, it's broken. We fix it gets fixed.
Let's see how we get on.
Diabetes is what's going to cripple modern healthcare in the Western world in this century. The ultimate end complications of having a heart attack, having kidney failure. The cost of dialysis is hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, having to have an amputation because of your diabetes. And that's why there is a future in bariatric surgery. It saves people money in the long term.
Essentially, we've done the operation now. He's got 4 or 5 weeks before the local election. So hopefully it might even be a stone or so lighter. Let's see.
With a day to go before Doreen's gastric balloon insertion, surgeon Mr. Balapuri has made a decision.
Now, normally, this balloon, I normally put them under sedation.
Right.
Now, in your case, I really want to do it under general anesthetic.
Ah.
I'll tell you why. Because there is a slight risk with your airway.
Right.
If I have trouble putting that thing, I may actually cause damage to you.
Yes.
In terms of you saturating so low and I can't get out.
Right. But I really don't feel comfortable going under general anaesthetic. Not at the fitness level I'm at.
Yeah.
Not for general anaesthetic. Would you not rather I just went away, tried to lose some more weight and came back?
Doreen, that is your choice. Honest answer, with your BMI, the clock is ticking.
Yes, I'll make changes.
Right.
I think I can do it.
Good. Let's take things from there.
In 3 months' time, I will have lost 1.5 stone.
That's all I want from you. All right.
Thank you.
I'll see you later. Yeah, this is great. This is great. I've got some time off tomorrow morning. Fantastic. Anyway, no, but have you seen what has happened? A person who has never been outside the house has lost quite a bit of weight just being in the hospital. She appreciates, actually, I can do it. My worry for her is that she thinks she can do it at this point. I do not know what's going to happen in 6 weeks or 8 weeks down the line.
I've just talked him out of giving me a balloon. But it's for the best. I'm nowhere near fit to have a general anaesthetic. I'm not taking that risk. I'm just not fit enough.
She's going to come back into the same environment where she was before. And as long as somebody keeps her focused, she'll be fine, because I think she's learned she can do things on her own.
I'm not going to go out and walk the dog 2 miles tomorrow. I will be doing little things. It's not a big deal, and I haven't to start thinking it's a big deal. Otherwise, I won't manage it.
Doreen's let her carer Sharon know the news.
I was mad at her as well, because I was thinking, oh, she's just backed out at the last minute. And I've had all my hopes built up, and she's got every excuse under the sun. And it used to wash with me, but it doesn't now, of course.
So you're going to keep the good work up?
Of course I am. There.
I wanted her to get it all done, start a new life.
Sunderland Royal performs over 1/10 of all NHS weight loss operations each year.
In a sea of fat, you can actually lose landmarks.
Today, it's Jeff's turn.
75.7. That's 27 stone 5.
Having lost 9 stone helped by the gastric balloon, he still has heart disease and type 2 diabetes. At 66, he's one of the oldest patients to be listed for weight loss surgery.
It's 2 years, 8 months, 1 day, and 14 hours. And at last, we're here.
I'm just wanting to get it over and done with, and he pulls through it all right. So I'm sure he'll be fine. He's in good hands, isn't he?
I'm not going to get back my 6-pack no more, because I know that I'm going to have about 3 ton of slack skin later on. You know, I'll chuck that down my knickers and forget about it.
See you when you get back.
All right.
All the best.
Bye.
Oh, I've got the frat-friendly chair now. He's gone.
The surgical team have had their concerns whether Jeff's heart would stand the operation.
He could have a heart attack under the anaesthetic or in the post-operative period. That could be quite catastrophic for him. He wants to take that risk, and we're prepared to offer him the operation. So if we don't, then he would be a much shorter life expectancy, and his heart would gradually deteriorate more. He's still a big lad, so fingers crossed.
Mr. Small separates the layers of Jeff's fat to get access to his stomach. He then cuts the stomach into a small pouch the size of an egg. Jeff's heart takes the strain.
Maybe about 17 stone maybe in a year. We should get about 10 stone off. The strain on his heart will be much reduced. His diabetes will be far easier for him to control. So we're going to see a new Jeff.
Salt, mustard, vinegar, pepper, French, almond rock. Bread and butter for your supper, that's all Mama's got. Woo!
Doreen's week on the weight loss ward has come to an end.
Considering we've only got 25 beds, when you have 10 admissions in one day, it's quite a lot. You know, you haven't necessarily got the time that you would like to sit and go into great detail, because obviously Doreen likes to chat.
Just, I want to go home. There's no place like The last time I packed a bag and went anywhere was to give birth to my son 37 years ago.
You're right.
It's been quite an ordeal. And I'm not used to that. Nothing happens at home. It's an event if somebody pushes a leaflet through the door and the dog barks, if she can be bothered. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Be in touch. I'll be back.
Bye-bye, thank you. I'm going to pull it back
taking it with... Yeah.
Oh, they all seem lovely, don't they?
They are.
Doreen been inside a house for a very, very long time. One of the rare times where she's been outside the house, met lots of nice people who have not looked down on her, who have not scared her.
My leg's 3 inches too short to get out the thing.
And it's the first time that she has seen that, yes, if I can regiment my diet, I can lose weight.
It's too much of an incline. That's what I was thinking.
I have a deal with her. As long as she's motivated, she might be able to lose some weight. But with BMI 87, how far will she go before she loses the battle again?
Hey, thanks. I'll move this. Let's try and do it in one. Oh, baby. Can I have my green chair in the lobby? Oh, is Mummy back? Baby.
Oh, wow.
I did it.
All in one.
In Silloth, Cumbria, it's 4 weeks since Councillor Tony's gastric bypass. He was 31 stone at his heaviest.
Hello. Hello, Fee, how are you doing? Since I started, first time going to hospital, I've lost just over 8 stone.
He's lost 2 stone in a month, but it's not all plain sailing.
He can move a lot better and he's got his diabetes under control. But it's hard for the other half, to be honest. Tony's not eating, so I'm not making the meals, so I'm not eating. You know, he'll say, can I have shepherd's pie? And I'll make it, and he'll have 2 spoonfuls, and that's it. And all he had was half a scone. It's horrendous, and I don't think we realised how hard it was going to be.
Today, it's the local elections in Silloth. Tony's been the Conservative councillor for nearly 25 years, and he's up for re-election.
Well, I've been deputy mayor, nearly enough tenure, and one of the main reasons was I wasn't taking mayorship was because you had to walk around in front of the carnival, and I could never do that. Hello, Flower, how you doing?
I hope it brings some out for you, Pet.
Thank you. It's not a big place, but it's got a lot going for it. If the people of Silloth and the community want me, well, that's one big achievement. Are you going to vote for this? Yes, I am. Well done, Pet. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I'll then make the decision on what I do for the mayor next. Good,
I hope you win anyway.
Nice to see you up and about again.
Thank you. Morning, Pat. I couldn't have done this time last year. What I've walked today, I believe will have struggled big style. A month from the operation, it's a big improvement.
Learning to eat in a totally new way is the key to success after weight loss surgery.
No, she's not shy.
3 days after her gastric bypass operation, Natalie's at home, and it's her daughter Lily's first birthday.
Feeling all right, bit battered, feel like I've had 10 rounds with the boxer.
Birthday to you.
It is easy to forget to eat now because you don't feel hungry. It's funny because with the band you were hungry, but with this you don't. So that's my dinner, one of them, and that's got me protein and vegetables.
Lily's parents have both had a gastric bypass, and 3 out of 4 of her grandparents have also had weight loss surgery.
She'll be brought up with 2 bypass parents, the same as the boys. So I have no doubt in my mind that they'll grow up and they'll not have a weight-related problem. I don't want them to go through the bullying. I don't want them to have to put up with that.
I don't think you'll be doing that with you.
3.5 weeks after his bypass operation, Jeff is settling into his new regime of pureed food.
I never ever thought that I would see the day when I had my bypass up. And the rest of my life now is on the up. Gone are the days when I used to sit in my chair in God's waiting room, waiting for the lights to go out. I'm 67 in August. Come back and see me when I'm 97.
At his first assessment, he weighed 36 stone, and now with his egg-sized stomach, the weight is falling off.
Right, that's 163 kilos, about 25 stone. And these were too small when I bought them.
His wife Eve has been liquidising his food since he came home.
Give him a bit of this. Some goodness in here for him.
It's a strict 3 small meals a day with protein and vegetables.
Oh, that don't look bad, do it?
She's a lovely wife. When she fits me in between her darts, that is.
It's true.
Jeff's diabetes has already improved, and he's been able to significantly reduce his insulin.
My sugar levels is between 4 and 7, which is perfect.
With only 5 days of liquidised dinners to go, the stitches in Jeff's new stomach are healing, and next he'll be on to phase 2, soft solids.
I've never been hungry. I'm eating really because I know I have to. And believe it or not...
You're getting full up.
Yeah.
Curtains are open, and now I feel rested and awake enough to cope with the day. I was in a twilight instead of daylight. It's not perfect, there's a long way to go yet, but I've made a start. I watched her watching a spider last night. I've now got my sugar-free sweeties. It can take about 45 minutes to suck one. It's just something to keep your mouth occupied.
Doreen's been home for 8 weeks trying to lose weight through willpower alone. It's time for her and Hope to get weighed. Hope was 27 kilos when she was first put on her diet.
There she is. Sit. Good girl.
20.95.
Well, there we are. Spot on target. And baby.
Doreen's deal with the surgeon is to lose 1.5 stone in 3 months.
You ready to show the numbers?
176.7.
At 27 stone 11, Doreen is also on target.
Clever girl. The weight loss is going really, really well. Well, it was, and then it slowed down, but I'm hoping it'll pick up again. It should do, because there's nothing wrong with the foods I'm eating or the amounts of food I'm eating.
She's got no concept of having a normal meal. It's like masses of it. So what I do, she'll say 300 grams of new potatoes, so I weigh the 300 grams of new potatoes out. And I take one out. She doesn't know. I'm saying that is a big portion of food.
Sharon, she's put so much more into it than she used to do. It's not just a meal, it's the new way of eating. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. If she moves, she's eating less. She needs to move more. She's lazy. And the dog's lazy as well.
I do move a lot more than I did. It's just a huge improvement all round, really. It's literally 9 months, a rebirth.
Sometimes I think, oh, Nick is here. It's because I'll be the one finding her dead. I'll be the one walking in and she'll have ate herself to death.
Getting back into my bra. That's wonderful. To feel uplifted, literally, is a big improvement as well. And it makes walking easier. It's easier to balance. You could lean and you get to a point where you're just going to keep going. Whereas I can lean a little bit now, but I don't feel as if I'm going to end up on the floor.
See, I fetched her those as a treat. But she can only have 2 a day. It's no good putting it where she can get it, so I have to hide stuff way out of reach.
Watch this space. There will be more improvements.
Ginger nuts. I mean, she's only 56. Only. She's got so much more to offer than sitting in that chair.
Sharon's doing her best to monitor Doreen and Hope's food intake. Although their snack tray has reappeared in the afternoons, the portions are significantly reduced. It's 5 months since Tony's gastric bypass.
I am now mayor. I am mayor of Silloth. New suit, yes. Size 48 compared to 64. I'm a lot better. And since October, when I really started the regime, I was 29 stone and I'm now 18 stone, 3 pounds. So look, my diabetes is virtually gone. My knee joints are a lot better and I can wander about.
That shirt looks big.
It is big.
I just want to know when there's going to be a stopping point. The amount of clothes he's had to buy, and then in a month's time he's buying more because them ones are too big. But one thing I will say, if you've got a spouse that's big, you do lose weight with the person that's had the operation.
He's lost 8 stone since his bypass, but he and Denise are worried about his total loss of appetite.
We want to know when we go back to the hospital if he's going to be like this all the time.
Just knowing where it's going to stop, you know.
Tony was 31 stone at his heaviest, and 6 months after his bypass, he's back at the hospital to see consultant Neil Jennings.
There is nothing at the moment that's making us nervous or anxious.
Right.
First 6 months, really, really rapid weight loss. That's normal. When you're finished and your weight has plateaued, if you have what I consider to be a perfect result, you'll be overweight. It's not designed to get you to look like me.
I wouldn't want to look like you.
Dangerous.
Because you couldn't look like me, you say, you know.
Nobody does. Let's look at your BMI.
Yeah.
OK, so it's 38 today.
Yeah.
So when we first met you, it was 61.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. And if you weren't going to lose any more weight, I would shake your hand and tell you you've done really well. I think you'll still continue to lose weight at a relatively high rate for the next 6 months. I think you'll lose another 2 or 3 stone.
Which
yes.
will take us down to about 15-ish. Yeah, well, you could live with that.
The power of the operation, certainly in the early stages, is that you're not hungry. I still think it's early enough in Tony's case that his hunger's going to come back. As he starts to see normality and has that reassurance that he's not going to disappear into nothing, it will all start to level out.
Just nice.
Doreen left the hospital 3 months ago in a wheelchair.
Do you want to go off and do your own speed?
She's back to see consultant Mr. Balapuri. She had a bet with him that she could lose 1.5 stone in 3 months.
Have you got your little bit of paper ready?
Just 172.6. I didn't hear. 170. And I did nothing there.
You jumped, didn't you? No, it was the deal was that I lose 1.5 stone for this appointment. And I've lost 15 kilos. Which is more than 2 stone.
I've gone all hot.
I have as well. All your efforts.
Our efforts.
Doreen's down to 27 stone too.
Hi there.
Hello. Absolutely brilliant. In the 3 months since you left the ward, you've lost exactly 3 stone.
I'm ready for the hot.
And you'd already lost 1 stone before that, so your actually total loss from your seminar is now 4 stone. Absolutely delighted. Maximum would have expected offer in that space of time. Are you feeling a lot happier about your eating habits though? About how you get a little bit more in control of what you're doing?
Much more in control.
What about any snacking that you used to do before?
Just the 1 bag of crisps, and then I'd have a chocolate treat, a cake treat, the crisps with a savoury treat, and a sweet treat. So I had something like fruit gums, and then I'd have a Weight Watchers cake, just 1 tube of fruit gums, and an ice cream treat.
All right, yeah. Yes, it's going to be a long road. Yes, it's not easy. And we seem to go from one different eating habit to another, and we haven't got the ideal. But at 3 months, I've got to achieve more than I would have hoped to expect in that time.
Hello there. Hello, Doreen. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I heard.
Hiya.
I heard. This is great, man.
This is Sharon, my care.
Hi, Sharon. I'm Shlomo.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. So you've been doing wonders, have you?
She has.
Yeah. BMI 89, you're down to 77.7.
All the sevens.
Right, so what do you think has changed, Doreen? What do you think is...
Well, Sharon's the instigator. She had this whole plan when I came out of hospital. I've returned to the land of the living.
Doreen, this is a massive achievement.
Yes.
I mean, there is no doubt about it. One straightforward question. When you're down, do you start eating?
I haven't, but I've cried a lot. I don't sit and nibble the way I used to.
That's good, right. Sharon is doing an excellent job there.
She is.
And I think what has changed is, I think you're motivated at the moment. And we'll see you again 3 months' time.
Yeah.
And one of the things you need to now start concentrating is your mobility.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Doreen.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you.
Thank you very much.
I hate to be proven wrong. I didn't expect this to happen. You know, sometimes all you need to do is show them that, yes, you can do it.
Very stiff.
3 meals a day, you will lose weight. It is not a rocket science, not at all. Dieting does work. The question is, can you maintain that?
She will. Bye-bye. I'm very pleased that everybody's pleased for me. It's picked me up, which I needed. It's going to take a long time. It didn't happen overnight that I got to the size I was. Head towards the light, it's the darkness.
Jeff is back to see the team for his 6th monthly checkup.
Jeffrey Allen, please.
With increased mobility and reduced diabetes, Jeff's life has been transformed.
139 kilograms, 22 stone. Yeah.
At 36 stone when he started, he's lost 14 stone in total and nearly 6 stone since his bypass.
It's more like a love chair now.
Yeah.
It's ace.
Breathe in.
There you are. Get your little skinny ass in there.
We're in the love chair.
Look at them legs.
Jeff's quite old to come into this and have such a kind of major life-changing surgery. Hi, Jeffrey. I'm Neil Jones. He had diabetes, he had hypertension, joint problems. You just worry, are we going to make a significant difference in somebody of that age?
I haven't had no problems whatsoever.
Great. What about you? On insulin, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has that come down at all?
Oh, tell me.
And he's still on insulin, but he's on hundreds of units less than what he was. And he can see that fantastic improvement, and it's his second chance. And I think he's so desperate to grab that he won't slip back. I don't think you could have done any better than what you have done. I think you've done fantastic.
Thank you. It's the willpower, it's the wanting to do it. I want to live now.
Correct.
And I want to enjoy my life. And I do.
The great thing about doing this is the character of these people is completely different after they've had successful surgery. I think that's its main asset. That's a reward for us.
9 months after his gastric bypass, Jeff is down to 20 stone. He's lost a total of 16 stone.
This is the first time Jeff has been out with me to Dart for about 18 years.
I've got my life back. We can share things again. Instead of me just relying on her all the time, you know, I've got my independence back a bit as well, which is nice. If I want something, I'll work at it. That's how I've been all my life. I will never, ever get in the situation where I was. And I feel like a youngster again. No.
Ties almost too long now.
Scott and his dad are preparing for his wedding to Natalie.
No idea what Natalie's wearing. I have no desire to know what she's wearing. She had her operation and she's lost since about 4 stone. She's still losing the weight.
At her heaviest, Natalie was 28 stone.
I'm down to about 12. Thin, I've got a waist, it's great. I've worked really hard to get here, so it's coming to the end of my weight loss journey and a beginning of a new one. It's not an easy fix. It's a lifetime change and you can't just revert back to bad habits.
Natalie and Scott's wedding is in 4 weeks.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome today to our ever-popular, nationally renowned South Carnival.
Obesity is a problem that's not going to go away overnight. And until we make drastic changes to society, we're going to have this for many, many years to come.
The bottom line is, do I think we can operate on enough people to solve the problem? No, I don't.
Having a good day?
We're tackling an issue with surgery at the moment, which ultimately public health has to deal with. We have to stop people eating the calories that they're eating. We have to get people doing more exercise. This is just going to swallow up the whole NHS.
After nearly 25 years in local politics, Tony's finally leading the carnival parade. 8 months after his operation, he's down to 15 stone 5. He's lost half his body weight.
Couldn't have done that 10 years ago. It is, it's a big achievement. Just get on with life, you know. You've got to live it, haven't you?
Doreen is continuing to lose weight.
Sharon has been more bossy and determined to help me. I couldn't have got to where I am today without Sharon, definitely not.
I'm going to cry. It's stupid.
It's 80% Sharon, 30% me. Oh, God.